videos for like heckin' dudes dropping bowling balls off of a 40-meter tower.
What?
That's actually entertainment.
It is entertainment.
My God.
Me personally, I just don't care about WoW.
Yeah, of course.
Or anything that has to do with anything.
It seems like there's been like a bit of a turning point for the WoW community recently.
People are realizing that WoW.
I've seen
trash.
a lot of really, apparently a lot of really big name WoW content creators are talking about 14 now for some reason, like all at the same time.
Stay away from my game.
A, the trend, and B, just like they're being more open-minded, I guess.
Stay away from my game.
The way to say it.
I've seen a lot of Blizzard criticism. So
fuck Blizzard.
Blizzard criticism.
Yes.
Oh, Blizzard.
Yes.
You said lizard. Like
yes.
They really hate.
They really hate lizards.
Yeah, WoW players like, really man, lizards are trash.
Auras.
Yep.
Fuck you. Do you got a problem with Aura? Huh?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Just specifically with you though.
Say it to my face.
I wish that every time you touch their scales, they would moan.
It's not where we're going today,
and because they don't do that, I can't play that. They're a broken race for me.
They do that. They do that with other people of their race.
Okay, all right.
That's the thing, though. It's lore. I'm being serious.
Okay.
It's actual lore.
Lore, all right.
Komi, I just want to stroke my fingers across some scales.
Okay.
It has to be scale on scale contact for that. You're not gonna get that with like a Hero on Raw.
Let's save the stroking for another time.
In fact, if a Hero did that to an Raw, I guarantee they'd be like, "What the fuck? You go away."
I think today's a great time to stroke.
Nope, that one's weird. You made it weird.
It's already weird.
Was it?
Yes.
What made it weird to begin with?
I'm not doing this.
Yo, what's up, Micaiah?
Yo, Micaiah's in the stream now? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh. Thanks, Micaiah. So, here we are. It's been, what, 6 weeks since we were last recorded?
It's been 4 weeks.
6? I was going to say
I think it's been 6, right?
Nope, 4 weeks.
Let me think.
Because our last recording was on May 14th.
Ah. Yeah, you're right. 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's right. I keep track of things. Seeing as last time you wanted to go hang out with your cool other friends.
I'm sorry.
Better than us.
I haven't seen them since high school.
Oh, I'm sure that's a good excuse.
It was a good excuse, I thought.
Like, man, I reconnected with this girl I haven't talked to since 6th grade. We kind of hit it off, and now I think I'm in love. Yeah, that's a good excuse.
That's not what happened.
Huh?
No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It was a guy instead. I see.
Why are you? Did you just make up a narrative about me being gay?
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I heard.
Yeah. At first, I said girl, and you were like, "No, it's not what happened." I was like, "All right, fine. It was a guy."
This is our head.
I'm sure Tay would be. I'm sure Tay would enjoy that. I'm sure Tay would enjoy that. He'd be like, "Yo, Comey, man, other man."
Okay.
Let's not ship real people. I've had enough of that on Twitter.
People shipping real people is weird.
Yeah,
that is like actually creepy because like you have like the Tumblr rights that get super in detail and like super hardcore for their ships, and they're like they need to happen.
Yeah,
and then like you have the people that are like, no, we're just friends, and they're like, no, just stupid. That's a lie.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we see the subtext, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw boning.
We saw you shaking his hand the other day. That was gay.
Yeah, you looked into his eyes. I saw that wink.
I saw you laughing at his joke.
Your eyes.
I saw you. You were laughing at his jokes. You were joking back and forth. You were horse playing.
Horse playing.
Horses.
Don't.
This is what Tumblr. This is what Tumblr has become.
Hang on.
This is what Tumblr and Twitter.
Why are there so many like idioms that have to do with horses? We got hold your horses, horsing around. We got horsepower. There's
I think horses were, very important to life back in the day.
Yeah.
We're not having them with cars.
Yeah, but that's because the idioms have already been made.
We
don't have to remake idioms for new technology.
Car power doesn't sound as strong as horsepower.
I heard something the other day.
My car has like 650 horsepower. That's 650 horses pulling my car at the exact same time, all at a certain speed.
Damn.
You know that the average horse has like 4 horsepower.
I bet. So times that by 4.
There's some statistic somewhere. It was either more horse or less horsepower than the statistic. But also, did you know?
Imagine. Go ahead.
If you think about it,
think about what?
Pregnant horse has 2 horsepower.
Yo, you know what? He's not wrong.
Oh my god, he's genius.
They're so fast. Sound
well, technically that should be 8, right? Because you said a horse has like 4 horsepower, right? So then if they have the baby, then it's times 2.
You got a point there. You do got a point.
He's so right.
What you're saying is back in the day they should have gotten their horses pregnant and then had them carry the carriages. Okay. They would have never been robbed.
Maybe
by those banditos. I don't like this narrative anymore. Let's move on. I'm thinking about it. I don't like it anymore. Let's move on.
Okay.
The spirit in my chat says that we should say stuff like, my car has 35 million ant power.
Ant power? That's a good idea.
Just use that. Use that as a metric instead of horsepower.
35 million ant power? That's wow.
I just want to see it one day where it's just like a giant colony of ants just comes out and like steals somebody's car.
Honestly, dude, that would be great.
Just think about it. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do, huh? You like walk up and be like, "Hey, stop!" to like an entire colony that's carrying your car away.
I mean, you could start stomping.
You start stomping, then they all jump on you, and then you're dead, and they still take your car.
You got a point.
Damn, that would really suck.
What's worth more to you, your life or your car? To me, it's
like
car.
It's like that scene from a FFXIV State of the Union where all the black people just come out and steal that tank.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, there was a scene. It has exhibit in Busta Rhymes in the movie, but like they come in and like they're trying to go raid the White House because the White House has been taken over by terrorists. And the XXX at the time is Ice Cube.
Yeah.
And like he goes to the hood where he grew up, and he's like, "Hey, I need help, right?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "All right, we got you." And like the night that they go to take over to go save the White House, like they all come out of the woodwork, and like there's a tank just going down the road, and like they just come out of the fucking woodwork and just like hijack a tank, and they just drive off with it. It is like one of my favorite scenes in anything. I was like, you give black people the power, they'll do anything.
I mean, like the only thing I know about people flipping cars is frat boys flipping smart cars. Back when that was the thing.
Oh no.
That's because all they can do because they're a bunch of weaks.
I mean, also because a frat car can, smart car can literally be lifted by one person.
Yeah.
Also, according to Google, it takes about 14,400,000 ants to lift a car.
Bet.
Did they test that?
Did they test?
I mean, where did they get that? That's like an oddly specific number.
I just like the idea. They're in an SCP lab somewhere, just like testing. Like, all right, how many ants do we need to have them move this car?
More ants. It's not enough.
More ants. More.
Like, where do you get that many ants?
Don't worry about it.
Can you buy ants?
What kind of ants are? What kind of ants are they? Are they
Who's
like Saudi
selling
Arabian
ants?
Are they like the bullet ants? Or are they the giant ants you can get from like the desert somewhere?
I would assume based off of this Google, there's like standard black ants.
You ever seen that movie
Standard
with the Rock,
black
the Scorpion
ants.
King?
Brass, you are not an entomologist.
What are they called?
I don't know, but they're not called standard black ants.
What would you call? What is an ant called?
I don't know. Hold on, let me look this up. I'm gonna do research before I make ridiculous claims.
And before they're called before they're called standard, and before they're called standard African ants. You ever see a movie with The Rock? What was it? The Scorpion King.
only
Oh
saw clips of
god,
that.
I've seen the terrible CGI.
There's like there's a scene where like there's a scene where like the Rock gets knocked out somewhere and like they dig a hole when they put him in there. And they leave him in front of like a giant they leave him in front of like a giant colony of ants, and they're like, now you will die because the ants will kill you, right? And like they throw something at the pile and then run off, and like the Rock is just sitting there like crushing ants with his chin as he's trying to find a way out because they're all like trying to bite him in the face.
Huh.
It's a good
Sorry,
movie.
hang on. I said carpenter ant, but no. Google says the black garden ant, also known as the common black ant.
Uh-oh.
I'm the winner, baby.
Oh
Who cares
no.
about Scorpion King?
Oh
Eat that, Comey.
god. We're not gonna talk about that scientific name on stream though, okay?
What's the scientific name?
We're not gonna go
Oh,
there.
Even Oriole's like, yeah, what is it?
oh
What is
no!
it?
Oh
Speak your words, Comey.
It's not. I don't think we should. I don't think we should.
no! You're gonna send this to you,
Serious, I am streaming.
I
I want
wanna
you to know
know.
that, okay?
I'm not gonna say the word. Don't worry.
Oh, did you see it?
No, I did not. Did you send it on Discord?
Okay, there you go.
Hold
There you go.
on. Damn, you didn't put it in the podcast chat.
Oh,
Yo!
That's not a yo.
Yo!
Oh. Oh, my model keeps winking because it doesn't know how to calibrate my glasses right.
Yo!
Isn't that great?
That's
Yo.
not great. What?
Listen, okay, Comey, you're the one that made it racist, all right? Because that's not how you
no,
pronounce that word.
Okay.
That is not how that. It's not how you pronounce that word.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
Because
I don't know enough Latin to know.
there is a country in Africa called Nigeria. All right,
That's true.
True.
There's also a country called Niger.
you don't pronounce it. You don't pronounce it the way that everyone's like, oh, it's racist. All right.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I know.
I
I don't know Latin, if that's pronounced differently or not.
You're totally correct.
Mm-hmm. So it's your fault. I was being completely and totally fine, and you were just like that. No, you don't say it. Just living my life.
I just think
Being,
that we
being
should
a happy black man.
we should probably steer away from discussion of words that are similar to racial slurs.
All right. Okay.
Just don't say the racial slur.
I accidentally played it on stream. It's okay.
What?
I said Niger.
Okay, good.
Oh.
I
Google
was talking.
Translate.
So anyway, guys.
A friend of my mom's got out of prison recently, and we were helping him out. And he was having a conversation with someone about like the original black people. And apparently, according to a bunch of books that he read, the original black people were not from Africa, but instead there's another place over there called Negroland.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what
okay,
and the word Negro does not just come from the Spanish pronunciation negro, which is just black.
Huh.
It is actually from it. They actually call them Negroes because they come from Negroland.
I have never heard of that.
Yeah, I never heard of it either. I was like, I'm not even gonna look this up because it sounds too good.
It sounds yeah. It sounds away.
I'm gonna have to actually do my work into it and do detailed and actually see if it's actually real because
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of things that like prisoners say when they come out of prison. It's like, yo, I've been doing a bunch of studying while in prison, and it's like, yeah, sure, okay.
Weird. People do studying on Facebook and they don't learn anything.
They don't learn anything on Facebook. Facebook is just
Facebook,
it's
you
a
can learn
black
things
hole.
on Facebook, but you're not gonna like the things you learn on Facebook.
Yeah, the things you learn on Facebook
The people
don't
I know
exactly.
do.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
The people I know, Comey.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
is the stuff they learn like stuff like, oh, the COVID vaccine is actually implanting microchips into people. It's not actually saving them. Yeah,
There's
it's
that.
always.
There's the
What do you mean? That's
chemtrails.
true.
There's
Oh yeah, it's true. Is that what it is?
that one's real.
Oh yeah, is that do you have your COVID shot?
No,
Do you mean
have
do
my
I have my
microchip implant.
microchip? No.
You don't have your microchip? Why not? You're hurting yourself.
I
Go get
do.
your microchips.
I have my microchip because I'm Asian. That's how computers work.
I got my first microchip
Oh.
shot yesterday.
I got my
Nice.
second
Nice.
over 2 weeks ago. So
Oh, I bet.
I'm good to go.
Isn't it like the COVID vaccine is like only like depending on whatever one you get it like it's like a like percentage like safety of it or whatever, or is it 100%?
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not
I mean
exactly
it's a
certain how it
percentage
works.
preventative. Um,
So it's like how the flu
that's
shot is only like 99% to save you from the
yeah.
flu.
It's the truth for all vaccines in that
Mm.
it's percentage effective against contracting it.
We're going to inject you with the virus. That way you can fight against the virus.
I don't
And I
think
actually learned
the COVID one gives you COVID though. That's what I read.
that is correct.
Yeah.
It does not.
It's
No, we shall see. If I contract it after getting my second shot, then
we shall see.
I'm
Yeah.
going to shout on
I've
the rooftops that
heard that
it's scam.
there are cases of people contracting it but not having the symptoms after getting the shot, which is very nice as well.
Interesting.
So you can breathe. You can still be contagious, but you can breathe at least.
I'm going to give you the virus, but you won't exactly have the symptoms. I don't want it. It's too late. I've
It's
given
too
everyone
late.
Ouroboros complete global
What?
saturation.
Were we playing Plague Inc. now? Jesus.
You mean RE5?
I was gonna say that sounded like a Resident Evil thing.
There's a scene in RE5. There's a scene in RE5 where you're fighting Wesker and you're on a jet plane and he's like explaining his plan and he's like I'm going to release Ouroboros into the atmosphere over like a bunch of different continents
Yeah.
and it will basically kill anyone who's not worthy of it and anyone who can control it will actually become super strong and the fated people and it
Oh
will be
boy.
complete and he's like it will be complete global saturation. And then he jumps at fucking Chris to go break his neck.
Man.
For the Resident Evil games are wild, my dude.
RE5, like
About 'em.
RE4 is where it started getting super wild because then you had people that were like, "Look at me, I have a giant fucking scorpion tail coming out of my like my rectum or something like that."
Oh,
And it was like,
Okay, all right then.
that's fun.
there's a scene in RE4 where some dude just like he like walks in, he's like, "Yo, check it out! I got the cure to the Las Plagas parasite," and then immediately gets fucking impaled by someone's scorpion tail, and he's like, "What's up?" And you're like, "Oh,
Huh.
well, I guess he's just dead."
That's unfortunate.
Well,
And then you have an entire big fight with Wesker in a volcano as Chris starts like roundhouse punching a boulder.
I have seen that. That's famous.
That's it's such a good meme that they even like referenced it in RE in RE Village.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, the dude you're fighting, he's like talking shit about Chris. It's like you and that boulder punching asshole can go fuck yourselves. And it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, man. All right, cool, bet. He said it. They understand.
that's funny.
It's good shit. It's good shit.
well,
All right, guys. It has been 4 weeks.
4 weeks. So
How's everyone been?
1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
you can
we.
count, Brass.
That's great, Brass.
Brass, I'm so happy you went to elementary school and they taught you the basics.
I was homeschooled. Listen.
Oh man,
They don't
even
teach you to
better.
count in homeschool.
Uh,
So
uh,
how was everyone's 4 weeks away from the podcast? Did you happen to find things you enjoy? Did you not find any things you enjoy? Did you hate what happened at FanFest?
I
that
did
happened
not.
over the 4
Wait,
weeks.
really?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, because remember that night, okay, like our last podcast we had Aoife on, and we were talking about
Oh
things we were like excited to
yeah.
It was
see
like the day
about
of.
it. Yeah,
Well, I guess maybe we should
Yikes.
talk about that.
should we?
Bro, the only thing I remember about it is the trailer, which is bomb, and I keep rewatching
Oh
in
my
Male
god.
Era.
The
It's
trailer.
good.
I wish I had I accidentally had my mic muted when I was recording my reaction to it.
Oh,
You were
And
like screeching.
no.
Is that what
it
happened?
was insane. I was losing it. It was super cool.
People see the camera and they're like, "Yo!" And he's like just freaking out and like they
Yeah.
hear nothing at all.
It was I was with my college friends who I got them into 14. Um and oh my god, it's such a good trailer.
Comey's a
Good.
dealer.
Yes, I am. It's like
Getting
a
people addicted.
it's like a
Actually,
cult.
I've actually got a couple other friends in 14, but they're on a different server.
Aw, that's too bad.
Mm,
The server that I started, the server that I was on before I switched my main over here.
Oh
I was gonna say,
yeah.
yeah.
So now I have to make an alt character and get it all the way up to Shadowbringers content to actually, not have to hear them scream and shout about how I abandoned them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, because and well, speaking of Endwalker, we get world travel, so you may not have to.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's actually very exciting. That has a ton of like implications on like this community. But that's it's pretty big for the game for better and for
I'm
worse.
mostly interested in what they try to restrict us from doing.
Mm.
Because I honestly really doubt that they would make the data center transfer system, the data center fucking visit center system, and not let you run content.
They said
Because I
that you
mean,
would be able to.
yeah,
They said you'd be able to run content, and I was like, cool.
Yeah.
because if it's
Whether that's we're locked
because
in Party Finder or what, we're just gonna have to see.
yeah, because if it was like, hey guys, guess what? You can do the data center visit thing. What can we do? You can take pictures with your friends. Fucking,
Wow, that's
you can
another 2 expansions. Maybe you can get
you
raids.
can you can look at your friends' characters, and that's cool, right? You want that? No, I want to
Yeah,
run content. Fucking shut up, go away.
A
yeah.
Fuck
random
you.
thought is whether we'll be able to do Duty Roulette or Duty Finder. I would assume so, like easily. No, that's stupid. Yeah, of course we would. Yeah, no. Why am I saying that? Of
Mm.
course we're gonna be able to do
Honestly,
Duty Finder.
I was thinking that it would just have, um, like you could find friends and add them to your party directly, but that the duty finder would still be just for your data center. But I don't know. They could do it different
If they
Yo,
did
ways.
that, then only the person on the data center would be allowed to register for the Duty Finder, which is why I think it's
finding
probably not the
friends like
case.
that song from FF6.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the obscure reference. We're gonna move on from that.
Yeah, we're talking about Final Fantasy 14. It's close enough.
You're off by a factor of I can count. Hold
It's
on,
not even
8.
divisible.
You're off by 8. That's what I mean.
Still, Final Fantasy.
Half of 14 is 7.
So true,
You've
Brass.
lost.
Mm-hmm.
There's not even a close correlation. They're both even. That's it.
You know, I just forgot about.
What's up?
This E3 stuff going on.
Yeah, that's
I haven't even.
you guys saw the
Elden Ring,
Elden
finally,
Ring, right?
Yeah, I didn't see that. I know
coming
nothing.
out
I
like
completely forgot about
right
it.
at the beginning of next year.
Yep. I was like I knew the E3 stuff was happening, but I didn't realize the Summer Gaming Fest thing with Jeff Keighley
Jeff Keighley,
was like gonna
Canadian.
be like a big deal, and there was a lot of
So
announcements. So
He was
so
so
hang on.
happy. He was like, finally,
oh, he
people are
was so
tuning into my
excited.
stream to look at
Yeah.
stuff. Hooray!
How
I
did
get to
he
be
like get to
important.
host every award
He
show?
has to be sucking someone's dick
Does he just like
somewhere.
like does he just like fund all these himself? I don't get it.
I don't even know, but he has to be in bed with somebody or doing something, or I don't fucking know, man. There's no way. Dude, like, holy shit.
Uh,
I
He
have no idea who
he's
this
at the Game Awards. He's at the he's now trying to run E3. He's like doing a bunch of other stuff on the
yeah,
side. Like, who are you?
yeah.
Who are you?
I don't get it.
How are you so strong? You're Canadian. You're supposed to be weaker.
What?
But in fact, the free healthcare has made them stronger.
Oh my god.
you would imagine so.
They've become more powerful than we could ever imagine.
The
But
free
yeah, no,
healthcare has made them so strong. While our
I've
actual
seen literally
healthcare we have to
nothing
pay for
anymore.
will give us nothing.
Well, I know Microsoft and Ubisoft are tomorrow, right?
I don't know. I don't know
Or
anything.
no,
I
wait,
totally
no,
forgot about
I
this.
know.
it's just
I think
Ubisoft
Capcom is
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
I think it's just Ubisoft tomorrow, and then
I think
Microsoft
Ubisoft
and
is today.
I think Microsoft and Square are tomorrow, or
Oh
the day after.
no,
The day
okay.
after tomorrow.
Capcom is on Monday, and then Square is on tomorrow.
Yeah. Let me
Really?
look up schedule.
Yeah, Square's tomorrow.
I thought it. Hold on, I have a schedule right here. It says Square is the 13th, Sunday. So that's 2 days from now.
I thought today was Saturday.
Nope.
Well,
I don't have any recollection of days anymore. I'm tired, and
dab on him.
I've been
Dab,
going
dab,
through
dab,
it.
dab, dab.
Hey,
We got
fuck
him.
you.
Okay, question.
Yeah,
What?
what's up?
Is Elden Ring, is that the Skyrim 6?
No.
No, that's the Dark Souls 4.
Oh,
Brass.
well, that would change things. All right,
Do you not
fair enough.
notice how much of a Dark Souls game that looks like?
Serious, I have not seen it.
The fact
I haven't seen it.
Did you not?
I don't
Did
know,
you not?
you
Did you not
can't-
see the Berserk
I didn't
reference
see
that
it.
was also
I
in the
didn't see the
trailer?
trailer. I didn't see the announcement.
How
I just heard people
dare
say the
you
name.
not be a fan of Berserk?
I have no idea what we're talking about.
You walk in the screen, you're like, "Oh, Berserk is trash," and I was like, "I'm gonna kill you, Brass."
Well, I
And
mean,
so did everyone else.
Yes,
I'm not
we
gonna
actually
say it out
all agreed that
loud.
we would kill you, Brass.
Yeah. It was announced at E3. It's like you must kill Brass Flamingo.
Jeff Keighley comes up on stage and goes, "Hey guys, so for summer gaming this year, we're gonna be killing Brass." It's like, what?
Everyone's like, "What kind of brass?" And he's like, "Brass Flamingo."
You don't know him?
Here's his
Ah,
Discord
well,
information.
he
Brass
knows.
Furry
Here's where he
Mango?
lives.
Who's that?
Here's where
Brass
he lives.
Furry
His
Mango.
address and everything. In fact, here's his social ID number.
It is taking the only
Imagine
reason
if-
I have not made an.
Jeff Keighley had your social security number. Like, what?
That's how he's so strong.
How did this happen?
Bro, if he's
He's like-
strong enough to have my social security number, he can have it, my dude. Bro, I'm not that
You're gonna
attached.
admit defeat to Jeff just like that?
That's how he's become so
if he's
strong.
powerful
He
enough
hacked
to
into the
find my social,
Pentagon.
yeah.
He
Wow.
hacked into the Pentagon, threatened the president, stole everyone's social ID numbers, and was like, "Guess what? I want to run E3 this year." And they're like, "You did all this to run E3?" He's like, "Yes."
Imagine hacking into the Pentagon so you can run E3. Like, not like expose government secrets. Just like, no, I just want to run a gaming award show or a like
Fucking
conference.
Imagine the
Keighley-
Pentagon has the power for that.
Jeff Keighley suddenly pops into the stream. Yes, I did, and he just bounces out. And we're like, "Oh God!"
Oh my! He
Oh,
joins
jeez.
Discord.
He has the power to
Uses
just
our
hack
social, yeah.
anyone's. Yeah. I see this guy's streaming right now. I'm gonna fuck it up.
Jeff Keighley only refers to people by their social security numbers. Like, he's just like, yes, that's right, 31469.
Oh, wait, so hang on, stuff already happened?
The summer there was a big presentation. It was like an hour, more than an hour long, where there was a bunch of games that they announced and stuff like that.
They
So
had
that was-
Alloy's
Okay,
voice
but-
actor up on screen, and she
According
was
to-
announcing a game, and she looked cute, and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, serious?
She had the short hair, and I was like, hello.
That's valid. That's
I don't care. I don't care about that game, but
Do you think she heard you?
yes. And
Let's
she was
go,
like,
dude.
that guy. She's
That
like,
guy
that
watching, yeah.
guy." Hey, he got something. Hey,
No, it just looks like the schedule has stuff starting tonight.
can't wait to not watch it because I don't think
Oops.
anything. I don't think anything introduced.
Oh, wait, no,
is
started
interesting
already.
for me today. Oh, that's
Sorry,
crazy.
'cause IGN had something
I
about-
was gonna watch
my
Ubisoft
time.
solely so I could be disappointed by the lack of a Rayman game again, but you know, we'll see.
We should watch the Ubisoft thing just to laugh at how bad they are at making video games.
I mean, like the reality of the Ubisoft conference is it's gonna be about an hour of third-person shooters that are popular for
Division
like
3.
3 weeks, and then they're never
Division
heard from
4.
again.
Division 4 DLC.
And maybe that's an exaggeration. I just never hear about them after they come out.
New game that has a weird vague world that is very close to what is going on right now as the other people yell, "Don't put that game out with that story because that's a
Yeah.
little too close hitting home right now." And they're like, "What are you talking about? What are you oh."
You know what I'm really ready for?
I don't know,
I'm ready
Ubisoft. Calm
to
down.
watch Nintendo and not get an announcement for Switch Pro again.
I can't wait
That's
to watch
what
They
Nintendo
actually might
and,
announce it this
and
year. I could see it.
I
Yeah,
can't wait
that's what
to
they
watch
said every year.
Nintendo and look at the new Smash character and be like, "That's all I wanted to see." Unless they announce some other crazy stuff, I'm like, "Hey, hold
I
on,
want to play Smash so bad.
I want to
I
play
broke
new
up my
Well, you can
Metroid."
play
Metroid.
Smash, right?
I don't have a Switch.
Well, then why are
Get
you
one.
watching the Nintendo presentation?
Because he likes
Because I
being
like
disappointed.
Nintendo. I don't have
Wow.
money.
I see.
I'm
I
gonna
broke out my
sit here.
3DS and played Smash on the 3DS last night.
How was
Just a little
that?
bit, just like some nostalgia. It was
Did
real
you break?
bad.
Did,
It was really bad,
did
really.
you break your stick?
No. It's actually it's like for being on 3DS, Smash on 3DS is fantastic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's
Oh yeah, they
exactly like on
optimize
the
it.
Wii U. It's
Yeah.
great,
They did a
They
great job
optimize
with
it super
it.
well.
but it's really laggy.
But
Oh,
I
you're
I
mean,
think
trying to
that
play?
Smash 4 in general.
were
Were
you
you trying to play
online?
online?
No. Just like
Okay, I was
input
about
lag.
to.
Input
Okay, yeah.
latency for Smash 4 was real bad for me.
Do you have a 3DS XL?
Yeah.
Is it the new 3DS XL?
Yeah.
It
You
shouldn't
must.
be.
I don't. I'd never had input
Well,
lag
as
latency
far
like
as I
that.
know, as far as I understand it, they specifically designed Smash 4 to have a certain amount of input lag in order to make up for certain controllers connecting to the Wii U.
Really?
So it has slightly more. It has way more than Melee, probably less than Brawl, but like abilities take longer to come out
That's
than some of
interesting.
the other Smash games. I mean, only by a couple milliseconds, but
But Brass knows.
Mm.
when I watch Smash players and then I try to replicate what they're doing, it feels like I'm very slow.
You should.
That's
you
also
should,
just because I'm very bad.
You should also just not. You just not involve yourself into the Smash community.
True.
It's really fun to watch like compilations of hype plays, though, my dude.
Watch the players that aren't weirdos.
I don't watch. It's the casters that are great. I don't
No.
care about the players.
No, yeah, a lot of the casters are great, but don't watch the weirdo players.
I mean, yeah, I'm watching
Like
compilations.
fucking
I don't care who's the players.
who's the oh yeah, Leffen. I hate that fucking
Everyone
piece of
hates him.
goddamn.
I
I
don't know
hate
why
him
they hate
so
him.
goddamn much.
I mean,
He's okay. He's
listen,
okay.
Levin might not
came
be like
out,
a nice guy, but you guys did you see the recent stuff where there was a dude who was like saying that Leffen was
Yeah.
like planning to like take down the U.S. government? Like it was just like it was insane.
Yeah, like, but the funny thing
I could
about it
see him
is
doing it, honestly.
the funniest thing about it is, right, is that Leffen was like, I think I might need to hire a lawyer.
No, I mean like legitimately like as crazy as it like at first glance it seems like wacky and weird and goofy, but it's kind of like scary. Like like a guy that's like I mean that guy is obviously mentally unstable.
Yeah,
It's
he has had interactions.
It's
with
kind
Leffen
of
before.
concerning for Leffen, you know, that this dude
Yeah.
is like
Number one symptom of being mentally unstable playing Smash.
wow, maybe. It's
Number two, playing whatever character to make fun of.
that's
Never mind.
number three being Senpai, and yeah,
What?
you didn't hear about that? You didn't hear about the Senpai stuff?
No.
She's a,
I
she
don't
was a
follow the
she
community.
was
You
she
told
was
me
a
to stay
Smash
out of it.
she was a Smash player. She was a very popular Smash player. She liked to cosplay her characters sometimes and everything like
Oh, was
that.
that the stuff with Naira?
No,
oh, I have aggro on the boss as a red.
I'm a Senpai. She got caught with she got outed after her and her fiance announced they were going to get married and everything like that. And when all the stuff blew up about all the other players, they were being weirdo and that were a bunch of weirdos and stuff like that. She was also outed for going after one of the young kids that she was mentoring
Come
when he
on.
was young, and like they showed a bunch of different clips of like her and the kid, and you could see that like, ooh, there was something going on there, and it's like, ooh. And then after that, she disappeared, and her fiance was like, I'm not involved with that bitch. No more.
This is why I only watch the hype Smash clips.
You should watch the Street Fighter community and see them all try to kill each other.
That doesn't sound interesting to me at all. No.
They had a clip of a guy playing Street Fighter 4 back in the day. And like the guy the other guy he was playing against pulled off a fucking reset and whooped his ass. And like the dude got so mad he stood up, unplugged his controller. The other guy went for a handshake. He turned around and started walking away. And as he was walking away, he took his stick and just slammed it on the ground as hard as possible.
I think I've seen that.
And walked out.
I'm just like, oh my god.
That sounds tame compared to some of the stuff I've seen.
Oh man. Then there's all the stuff with Low Tier God. Low tier gods are fucking.
Street Fighter. I I'm
You
kind
have
of
the good you have the good ones like fucking Justin Wong or Daigo and stuff like that, or you have Maximilian who plays all the fighting games and he enjoys what he enjoys and like tries to bring in the wholesome stuff, right? But then there's that seedy underbelly that's there for the thuggery, and it's like, yeah,
to
yeah,
me
that's
the
that's what
problem
we're here
is,
for.
regardless of the player base, I started with Smash,
Mm.
so every other fighting game is too fast for me. Like their health bars just are
Really?
too slow. They go down too fast.
No, I get you.
Mm. Okay,
You have
okay, okay.
multiple rounds, whatever. That's it. Just it's so boring to me because of that.
I would say
It's like
try
some
Tekken
fun things.
because Tekken is 3 out of 5, and like if you and like unless you're getting like a good combo out there, then
Well, yeah,
you're lost in.
Tekken is also
Tekken I think
enormously
is
complex.
It is.
well,
It is
the more
fun. I
complexity
love that
also
fucking game.
confuses me. So that's a double negative, unfortunately.
It's it's one of the okay. It's one okay. Tekken is one of those games that like it is very simple to get into. If you want to start doing all the crazy stuff, you see people doing like fucking like wall break combos and like 0 to death combos. You gotta learn how to play that game.
Hmm.
Whereas
I'd argue the
whereas
same as like for melee.
somewhat
I mean, melee is probably
Melee's
less
yeah.
complex just because it's less characters and less refined combat system.
Yeah. If you're looking just for a really simple game, I'd say play Smash or play Blade Strangers or something of the sort like that. Guilty Gear Strive came out recently, and it's actually catered somewhat to newer players because the combo system in that game is not very big.
That's why my friend doesn't
Damage
like
is
it.
very high in the game.
I
It's
want to
One
play
of my
Guilty
friends
Gear just because the
says that
characters are fun.
I love the Guilty Gear characters. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
One of my friends is not getting Strive despite really loving like Accent Core and like Dexard because
here.
he says it feels like it's not Guilty Gear.
Here's okay. No. That's crazy. All right, this is okay. This is coming from someone who's played Guilty Gear since Guilty Gear on the PS1. That game was
Uh-huh.
piece of trash. That game was a game, but it was heavily held back with PS1 stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to say that like the new Guilty Gear Strive is just super simplified or whatever because you don't have Gatlings anymore. Gatlings was basically just like a magic series where it's like light where it's like punch kick slash heavy slash and it's
Yeah.
combo, right? Strive is different in the sense that they made a new game
Uh-huh.
and they've been saying that since the very beginning, like, no, we've been making the same, like Guilty Gear has been the exact same game since Double X. Because like Guilty Gear 1 came out and it didn't exactly have all the crazy stuff. Like Guilty Gear 1 is busted. That game is busted, but it's
Yeah.
fun. It's like a Mugen game. That's how crazy Guilty Gear 1 is. But as they started going in and they started adding these new systems and all that stuff like that, like you have your penalty gauge and whatnot, Guilty Gear for the most part became super stagnant in a sense that when it disappeared after X and Core, right? That was the last iteration of Double X.
Yeah.
When it disappeared, then it came back as Guilty Gear Xrd. People were super happy because like it's just Accent Core, except characters have have some different things going on, right?
Uh-huh.
You have some balance changes and whatnot. Guilty Gear Xrd to Strive, it has been simplified. It has. There are no IKs, no instant kills. But everything else
That's
is
kind of
there.
sad.
Yeah, I feel we're probably gonna because they're still updating it.
They'll probably add them in later.
Yeah, we'll see we'll see instant kills later because like a lot of people were like in like the different surveys like we want instant kills, please.
Yeah.
They were cool. They're Guilty Gear stable. Give them back. But like, Strive's a good game. It's super fun.
It looks fun.
I was playing it day one when it came out, and like I had a lot of fun playing it. Because at first when they announced like, hey, we're simplifying Guilty Gear, I was like, that's stupid. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then they were like, we want to make a new game, like because we've been making the same game for years now. Let us make a new game. And it was like, you know what? They're right. They have been making the same game. They can't just keep making the same game. Yeah, that would basically it's like having a vision for a series, right? And then like wanting to make new games in the series, and then being like, no, it has to be just like that every single time.
Yeah,
Mm,
I get it.
So yeah, so Strive is good. People should play it. It has the best net code that you could ever possibly hope for in a fighting game. Because oh my god, uh, the characters are actually really fun. Soul is busted right now. Like he's busted. Like his okay, his standard okay, like his forward regular punch hits so hard that people were like, how do you even play against this character?
Yeah.
People were scared of him, but it's good. God damn it, it's good. Story's also
don't
good too. I sat down and watched the I sat down and watched the entire story when it came out. I was like, yes, this is good. Everything about this is good. This game is great. Please go buy it. Don't be a pussy.
no.
Don't be a pussy.
Oh,
Just
I got a tank buster. Well,
yo, he died.
just a red mage.
Yeah, just don't be a pussy.
Oh, he did.
That sucks.
Don't be a
I
big pussy.
unironically, I've been watching people stream the knockout, whatever it is, the dodgeball game. I
Mm.
really want to play it.
I want to play it too. I haven't looked at anything for it, but
I haven't heard
There's
of
a free
it.
trial on stream on Steam.
It's
What's it
what?
called?
Is it free on stream?
There's a trial at least.
Oh, it's a
it called?
trial.
No,
KO
just
City or
Knockout?
something like that. I think it's like Knockout City or something like that.
Knockout City. I think that makes sense.
I know some of the streamers that I watch were actually playing. They're like, actually,
Yeah.
and they're like, actually, it's pretty good. I wasn't interested
looks
at first, but I'm having fun. I'm having fun.
You'll play with me, so we're supposed to play it tomorrow.
But if I'm not doing anything, because I'm currently
No.
I'm currently in the process of moving.
You're
nice.
moving. Where are you going?
Moving out of my mom's house into my
Oh.
grandparents' house.
Nice.
Yo,
Congrats.
Now I don't
I
have
assume
to.
that's a very good thing.
Now I don't have to go on rants of how I want to kill my brother.
That's good
Yeah,
for your mental health
no, it's very good. For
and
mental
probably
health.
his physical health.
Dude, I was so upset the other day because my mom was asking me to do some stupid shit, and my little brother was being a fucking idiot. And I left to go to Taco Bell, and as I was driving down the fucking street, he was just me screeching at the top of my lungs in my car. And I swerved at one point, almost hit another car. I pulled over, in the AutoZone parking lot, and like just lost it. And I put a dent in my ceiling, in the roof of my car.
Wow.
No, Jesus.
That same day, I was like, I need to get out of here. I need to get the fuck out of there. Oh my god, I need to get the fuck out of there.
That's
No,
intense.
I went and talked to my grandmother, and I was like, "Can I move in with you guys?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna be taking over my grandfather's old my grandfather's old TV room.
Ah,
So yeah,
very cool. Anyway, we were talking about like E3, right?
yeah, you're talking about E3.
So
Wait, I
Yeah,
want.
we were.
I have. Okay, I have no actual like. I have no actual
no.
expectations, right?
Yeah.
The only thing I really want to see is like, okay, if anything good comes out of it, like Elden Ring, hell yeah, Elden Ring, cool.
Yeah.
I'm going in with like extremely low standards of what the hell they're going to announce because I'm actually I want new fighting games because I always want new fighting games, but like, I don't have any expectations. It's a sad day. It's a sad day when I have no expectations.
I just like seeing what's coming. Like whether or not I'm actually gonna
Yeah.
play it. It's just sort of a fun time of the year, I think. So I always sort of look forward to it.
The biggest problem that I've had with E3 over the past few years is like they've always just been showing off shooting games and like they
It's
haven't
because they're
shown.
enormously popular.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
are the ones
but I
that get sold.
mean, yeah, but I mean, like I want to see other things
Then
instead
go
of
watch
instead of
go
like
watch
instead of like a 10 to 20-minute fucking presentation on the new Call of Duty as they're doing the exact same thing they've been doing for the past 20 years.
I'm saying go watch the Devolver Digital panel.
Yeah, that's always something.
Devolver Digital is just funny.
They do
they don't
they
show
have like
shooters. I
lore.
don't know what more you want.
They showed off My Friend is Pedro the other year. That game's actually great.
Bro, I forgot. I need to finish playing that. I haven't played. I have that and I haven't played it yet.
I was playing it. I need to finish it. I got distracted by a bunch of other things. That game is great.
Yeah. It's so good.
It's so dumb. I love it.
That's the one with the banana, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
talking banana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like an
And
entire there's
shooting
like
the skateboards.
there's like an entire level where they're like, we have to kill the gamers because they're being a bunch of fucking weirdos.
Sounds about right, honestly.
That sounds like every day of my life.
Oh no, they're talking about their dang rampas again. Gotta kill.
Hey, leave
the
leave
jungle wumpuses.
leave doggone grandpa alone.
Dog on grandpa. All right.
That's good. I like that. I like that a lot.
I'm about like halfway, 2/3 through. I'd say a little over halfway through 3 right now. It's been fun.
I need to finish Pokemon.
Mm.
I'm playing both Sword and Shield. Okay, not both of them, but I'm playing Sword because Shield's for pussies. Anyways, I'm playing
You know,
Sword.
that reminds me. Sorry.
And I'm also playing a modded version of Pokemon Red that I refuse to go in more into detail with.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Shut up. No, you don't.
The waifu one.
They added. Shut the fuck up. They added Mega Evolutions.
No, speaking of Pokemon, when I was in college, when I was at St. Olaf, when I was in Moan, 'cause you were in Moan,
Ah,
right?
I was.
Yeah, you were nice. There was an exchange student we had. I believe he was a Chinese exchange. He was from China.
Yo, is it like that trailer they had for Pokemon Sun and Moon where like the two kids didn't speak the same language, but one of them was like, "Yo, Pokemon." He's like, "Yo, Pokemon."
Not quite, but I just get reminded from time to time how weirdly insane he was and how much he bought. Because he bought, I think that was when X and Y came out. It was X and Y or Sun and Moon, and he bought both the collector's edition, both consoles
Oh my
Hmm.
god.
of like the new 3DS XLs or whatever. And he also bought a Wii U, which he never played, and we ended up playing. We played Mario Kart like every week. And he had multiple iPads and iPhones. We were just like, where are you getting all this stuff? Living in a college dorm. We're just so blown away. And like
I assume he purchased
every
it,
other
right?
week he would have more stuff. Well, yeah.
I
But
guess
like
he was just rich.
I guess so, yeah. And because he spoke so little English and he was also very very not standoffish, but he barely interacted with any of us.
Huh.
So we just like look over one day and then he's got a bunch of stuff, and then all of a sudden we look over and he's watching K-drama with Japanese subtitles, which is very interesting as a Chinese person.
Yeah.
It was just so bizarre. But he learned more Japanese than we did in our 2 years or our 1 year of Japanese.
Huh.
Crazy. The
Like, he was
non-English speakers learns more Japanese than the actual English speakers.
By watching K-drama with Japanese subtitles.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
That's like 6 layers of language learning at once.
I was talking to not talking. I was watching one of my podcasts that I usually watch, the this Castle Super Beast stuff.
Huh.
And they were talking about Yakuza
Yeah.
and how Yakuza has like an underlying plot of like the secret Koreans that are sneaking
What?
sneaky. Yeah. That's one of the plot points of Yakuza is like every single time some big stuff happens, it'll either be the other Asians or the secret Koreans that are hiding in the Japanese society trying to infiltrate all the other stuff like the Yakuza and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
And like he was talking and like one of them was like, that shit's real because like he went to Japan back before all this stuff happened.
Yeah.
And like while they were over there, just like they got lost and they were trying to find this they were trying to find this barbecue place, and like because they didn't really speak like, because he's a big black guy, you know, Japanese people, the big black people, you know,
I'm
they're
picking up what you're putting down.
they're like, I don't know about them.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
I'm reminded of the Vine where this dude walks up to a Japanese couple, I
Oh,
believe
with the mask
overseas.
on.
Yeah, he's got an Iron Man
Yeah.
mask on, and he's like, "Boo!" and they do nothing, and
They're
then
like,
he takes it off, and he's a
oh,
black
he's like,
man, and then they get
oh,
scared.
yeah. But like they got lost. They were trying to find this barbecue place, and then they were trying to talk to some other Japanese people, and they were just like completely looking past them or just ignoring them or anything like that, right? And this one guy walks up and he's like speaking to him. He's like, "Oh," they're going back and forth in Japanese and whatnot. And like they and like he in there, and he was like, "Well, I don't exactly know where this place is, but I can show you another place. That
There you
might
go.
be this place. I'm not sure, right?" And so he takes them over and he takes them to where they're going and whatnot. And they find a pretty good barbecue place, and they sit there and they sit there and they eat and everything like that. And he's like, "You know what?" And like the guy was like, "You know what? This is all on me. Go ahead. I'll pay for all of it." And it's like, "Oh, hey, that's actually really nice of you. Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, go for it, go for it, go for it." And like they sit there talking back and forth, talking about games and whatnot, and like at the very end of the night when they were when they were like up and leaving and everything like that, he paid for everything, and he was like, and like the guy was like, "Oh man, it's actually really nice to know that there are some Japanese people out there that they're actually, you know, willing to speak to us because we were trying our absolute hardest to try to talk to anybody, trying to figure out where the hell we're going. This not." The guy was like, "Oh, I'm not Japanese. I'm Korean."
Oh,
What?
what a twist.
And he was like, oh, and like the guy was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, well, I'll see you guys later." He fucking walked off, and he was like,
Lol.
I guess Yakuza was telling the truth."
Lol.
So nice finding all these nice Japanese people. We're not Japanese. Oh God. Oh no. Wait. Damn, I guess Comey's dead.
I'm not dead. I mean, I'm good. Hold on. I'm
But
doing a mechanic here. Give me 1 sec. Okay. This should be okay.
what are you looking forward for E3 Brass? That's not a shooter.
Like I said, I completely forgot about this year. I haven't really been looking forward to it super big
You
for the
looking
last couple
forward?
years.
You looking forward to that weird fucking near slash fucking Fall Guys collaboration thing?
That was
Oh,
bizarre.
she's wearing a diaper. I
That
can't.
is
It's.
so creepy. I hate it.
I mean, it
hate
makes
it.
sense. I commend them for doing it. Yoko Taro's a mad genius. Whether he was involved in it or not, I don't care. I've never even played Fall Guys. But no, I think for me, probably the only thing I'm looking for is Switch Pro. Not that I'll ever get it.
Fall Guys seems like a brass game.
Honestly,
It's a
yeah,
battle
I think
royale
so.
without the guns.
Feels like a
I
game
don't
a
like
brass
battle
would play.
royales though.
I mean, it's not a shooter. It's like an obstacle
Well,
course.
battle royale though, yeah.
But Brass likes the shooter games because he's a Call of Duty boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You bet.
Mhm.
Stop playing. I get that's probably what you like playing Bard, isn't it? Fucking
If that's
I like
actually
playing-
the
goddamn
reason,
I would
then
play
I would be
machines.
very upset.
No.
disgusting Bard players.
Whoa.
I had a friend complain. I had a friend complaining about Monk the other day. He was like, he's what the fuck would they keep the crit procs in Monk, but take them away from Bard? I was like, Monk's fine. What are you talking about? He's like, oh yeah, they'll take crit procs away from Bard, but they'll leave them in for Monk, and it's really annoying. And I was like, it's not. There's like a higher percentage chance for crits to go off so that you can actually hit your Brotherhood procs because they fixed
I
that.
would prefer a crit proc over what we have now, which is a dot proc, which is unpredictable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is unpredictable
yeah.
in two ways because you cannot influence the dot proc speed. So that happens regardless of when your GCD timing is. You
Yeah.
can also not.
Oh my god.
This is what the Bard
This is
mains
what-
sound
broken.
like.
This is what happens when you try to
What is to
optimize
say?
Bard. This is what it does
This
to
is
your
what happens
mind.
when you play Bard. When you play Bard religiously and it's your main.
I have a 98 on 4 out of 5 fights. I want to die.
Wow.
It's so tantalizing.
This man's
Call
mind
me.
is broken.
Call me. I need you to carry me through Uwu.
I'll do it.
I'll join you.
You could totally do it. I have complete faith.
So I'm sitting at the precipice of like, man, I want that ooh weapon. I want to finish the fight, but I could just drop $200 because I don't think I'll ever
Don't
fucking
do
find a
that.
goddamn fucking time.
No, nah. It's like,
You're good enough at this game that you don't need to do that.
But the
yeah,
problem is that I don't have the time.
That is a problem.
yeah.
Unless I like straight call out for an entire week, but it's like no, I money.
Well, it'd probably take more than a week.
Yeah, probably.
Unless I spend every single day.
How far did you see Titan?
We saw Titan.
So that's unfortunately that's about where the fight starts getting more difficult.
Damn.
Yeah, like if you were in a group of like people that knew the fight and were re-clearing it, maybe. But there's still a lot of prog on your hand too. So
Predation is easy. Annihilation is hard. Suppression is hard. And then after that, it's pretty easy. So it's
I
like
don't even remember half the mechanics.
really. It hasn't been
Yeah.
that
Well,
long.
my memory's bad. We know this.
So what you're saying is is to pay the $200 and then eventually go back in and learn the fight.
I don't think so.
That is an option, but I hate it.
I hate it too, but I want that weapon.
Yeah, I mean, I totally do. I was doing UU recently, subbing for Hana's group, and it was nice to be back in there. It surprisingly like came back to me, which I wasn't expecting.
I just want to do higher end content.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do Eden, right?
Yeah, I still have to do last tier of Eden.
Yeah.
I've only cleared 9. Saw what was almost the enraged to 10.
Yeah, you could totally. You're ready to clear 10.
Pretty good in one day. One day at Prague though. Gotta admit.
Do you know anything about 11 and 12?
Nope.
Okay.
I've looked at people going through the second half of 12 and looking at the screen, wondering what the fuck is going on. I was watching Brass the other day as he was like trying to fucking parse high on it and like just seeing people move around to different spots and get teleported and get put back in the spot, then walk to a different spot, get teleported, put it back. And I was like,
that's how it is. Yep.
I was like, man, if I knew what the hell's going on, I couldn't explain this to fucking anybody.
Yeah.
They find really easy ways to explain them, and like once you learn them, you can execute them pretty easy. But it's learning is the hard part.
Phase 1
I
is
do
harder
like
than phase
that
2.
11 and 12 are they're significantly harder than 9 and 10 in my opinion. Which isn't a bad thing.
I think 9 is more punishing than 10.
I think the only thing I saw for 11 was like you actually have to go fight Thancred.
That mechanic's really easy though.
Yeah. And then like there's no actual like indicator. Well, like there's no actual like the big blinking orange bar indicator for like burnt strike or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta like look at his character model and realize like, okay, get in the middle, knockback prevention, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Get in the middle and get the fuck out. Yeah, those are like the only things I think I've really seen. Even though I'm still like, I don't know what the fuck. Who?
Yeah.
The light mechanics are also unique to Savage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hang on. Well, they're not. Never mind. The clock mechanic is unique to Savage.
Yeah, there's like a new element, right? And it adds a bunch of new stuff. And yeah, 11's a good fight. It kind of blurs together. Because it's a whole lot of like once you know all the different combinations for tether versus like mechanic combined with element, right? Then you've basically learned like 70% of the fight. Because it's mostly that just in various combinations and at the same time and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
I like 11 a lot.
11's good, yeah.
It's a good fight.
12 is punishing. It's tough DPS wise.
The mechanics of P2 are super fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think
interesting.
phase 2 is I think it's just really fun. It's just really fun to do. Phase 2 is very complex, but easier to execute than phase 1 in my opinion. For the most part, except for like trouble.
It's like Octet in UCOB, in that like there's a lot going on, but there's a really simple, easy way to solve the mechanic.
Well, I wouldn't say that when we have messed up Octet about 6 times recently.
In theory,
Yeah.
UCOB's also just like UCOB. It's an ultimate fight. It's difficult on purpose.
I'll figure it out. I want to do those fights eventually.
Yeah. I've been thinking about getting into a T group recently. But then I'm reminded that I'm in 3 statics, so adding a 4th is not a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Don't you just don't you like hurting yourself?
Well, considering I'm pushing very hard for top 10 Bard right now, yeah, I guess so.
That's tough.
Class no one else is playing.
Insight. It's harder because it's insight, and it makes me want it more.
Yeah, I get you.
So funny looking at it's so funny listening to like Savage Raiders like in English and then looking at the Japanese players and like we don't give a fuck about parsing. The fuck?
And they're still the top ones.
Yeah. And then, they're like, we don't even fucking use parsers. We just fucking go.
Yeah.
And I mean, as far as I understand it, it's just because Japanese players as a whole have that much better understanding of their classes, and like their average actual damage output is just that much higher on a server level, just because they take their time and either understand it or it's more intuitive to them or whatever. But
I just
they
think North
fully
America's
optimize
dumb.
the classes. Just
like that's
you're not wrong.
That's all. You're
not wrong. In fact,
wrong.
you're speaking nothing but the truth. The truth being that NA players are just bad, and they have the downs.
With all these times I've run Castrum as my pugilist, the fact that I am number 3 on aggro after the 2 tanks is bad. Which is a very consistent thing happening, I must say.
I was doing a dungeon the other day, and I was thinking what you said. I was like, how the fuck did people ever lose aggro on Dark Knight? I don't get it.
It happens to me all the time.
I don't get how it. I don't get how it hurts. I don't get how it affects you. And like I don't know. I guess because I pretty much only play Dark Knight for the most part. But like it never happens to me. The only time I ever see myself losing aggro is when the jackass range is like, I'm gonna attack the guy that's all the way over there that I haven't even touched yet.
Yeah.
That I'm walking towards, and the guy's like, haha, me, oh, aggro, oh, tank. It's like, yeah, man, you can have it if you want it. I don't fucking care.
Yep, I feel you.
Yo, that used to be me.
Or like the one guy that my AoE didn't hit that time, the bard's like, that one right there, that one, and it's like, yeah, man, chill, give me a second, I can get it. Oh, you aggro. I'm like, yeah, man, calm down.
You got a
but
speed
my
run.
damage.
Calm down. I'm getting it. Calm down.
The more enemies are dead, the less damage we take.
I'm fucking listening to a friend of mine as he's going through. He's contemplating getting into 14, but he's like playing through Heaven's War right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's on Dragoon. And he's like, yo, Dragoon's fun. I was like, yeah, I'll have fun later on. Don't worry. It's like when you get more buttons. And he's like, oh god, the complexity is adding up. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's getting there.
What is he like, level 40 or something?
No, he's in Heaven's War right now. So he's
okay,
like,
right.
he's like
50 or 60, yeah.
Yeah, he's like 50, 60, something like that.
Yeah.
Because remember, if you're like playing all the way through, like you're getting nothing but experience. Like a friend of mine right now, she got back into the game, right? And she's only been playing Monk. Uh-huh. She just got up to fucking Ilmeg in fucking Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's level 78.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
I mean, yeah, my friends when they were I told you I got a bunch of people into 14 and who I was friends with at school.
Call me the drug dealer.
Yep. And they were leveling just at an absolutely absurd rate because Brynhildr had preferred EXP.
Oh, they had preferred, yeah.
As I'm sitting back and as I'm thinking back to me playing through Heaven's Sword, that again happens where fucking Shadowbringers is like, man, I have to go grind out dungeons real quick to get this extra level real quick. Oh god, god damn it, fuck. Gotta go grab that fucking side quest real quick, and they're like, oh man, I don't have to do anything. I just can run through the story. I'm like, fucking shit.
Ready to do that either.
Like she's not catching on to some of the lore because she's not doing the side quest. She hates the fairies, by the way.
Really?
She hates them. She hates Feo Ul to be more exact.
I mean, hating the fairies, that's understandable, but Feo Ul is a precious bean.
She was like, I don't want to fucking play through the goddamn story more because she got up to the fucking quest where it's like, Feo Ul, I need you, please. And she was like, I'm not fucking saying that. She's like, Feo Ul is fucking annoying, and I hate listening to its voice. Yeah. How fucking crazy it is, and I was like, yeah, well, the fairies.
They could switch up the voices.
Oh, I was like, man, fairies and actual like fucking like fables and stuff like that are a bunch of fucking assholes. They got it correct. Calm down. Not to mention, not to mention the actual fable for fairies came from like Scottish, Ireland, whichever one of those. Whichever one of those it came from. It came from one of the ones that had the accents. All right. So I'm just like this. I'm like, there's a reason why they sound like that. So don't worry, it's fine. Calm down. And she's like, no, I hate them. I'm like, you need to get that fixed because Feo Ul is precious. Feo Ul is the real one. It's a ride or die right there.
Feo Ul, such a little brat.
Mm-hmm. Then I have to fucking the stupid fucking meme of like the fairies identify as they them. I'm like, I hate you so goddamn much.
I don't know what the truth of it is. I've never really looked into it.
They don't have gender, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
And to be honest, they don't need gender because if you're one of the ones that's like, I want to do it to a fairy, you need to get help. Especially the story behind the fairies. They're like dead children spirits, and it's like, yeah, man, don't do that. Don't do that one. That's the bad.
They are the eternally stuck souls of children.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what fairies are.
So no, get away from it. Stay away. If you had beat your ass.
The Beast Tribe quests were really fun for fairies.
What are they called? I still have yet to do them.
Pixies, thank you.
Yes, pixies.
I still have yet to do them.
How dare you?
All right.
What? There's a lot of Beast Tribes I haven't done. I haven't done the fucking owls. I haven't done the fucking Namazu. I haven't done the fucking stupid.
Are not fun.
Do the
8. I have not done the midgets. The dwarves. Dwarves, midgets, same thing. We all know what I'm talking about.
I skipped those quests too.
I haven't done very many beast tribes. The only beast tribe that I actually finished to completion was the Amalja.
Really?
And that's and that's just because the Amalja had like a Princess Mononoke vibe to it.
Huh.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I'm working on now.
Yeah, they have like a cat girl hanging out with them. She's like, I'm an Amalja, and it's like, okay.
It's like, all right, cool.
Okay, you believe what you want to, and then she's like going around like, I'm gonna kill the other Amalja because I'm Amalja, and then the other cat people were like, hey, isn't that what's her name from our group? Hey, what's up? And they're like, oh fuck, and she's like, oh fuck, and she just runs off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just all of a sudden remembered that beast tribes existed the other day, so I've been doing them daily.
I'll do them when I'm fucking bored and I have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But I have other things to do. So. Speaking of things to do, I fucking tried to do SOX Extreme.
Oh yeah, how did that go?
Party Finder. Oh my
it's
fucking god!
Pain.
Oh my god!
Speaking of NA being bad,
like at first I was like, it's been a minute. I don't very much remember the mechanics. So
Yeah.
I set up a party finder. I was like, all right, this is the farm party, but we're gonna knock off the rust because pretty sure a lot of us haven't done it in a minute. It's
Yeah.
whatever, right?
Uh-huh. But that didn't go well.
My God. My fucking God.
The amount of
Like,
times I've been killed by others in Sauce X.
I've gotten to the point where like I remember every fucking thing, but I just can't find a group that's actually
Yeah.
not stupid.
Uh-huh.
I've learned 2 different ways of doing the ad space. One where the tanks stand in the tower, one where they don't stand in the tower.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, that fucking. And then everyone's like, it's the standard to just not stay in the tower. I'm like, okay.
It's also
Yeah.
apparently the standard of Party Finder to do heckin' True North for boss, which is stupid. I hate it.
True North for what?
The whole fight, you guys do True North. I hate it. Your elves do it.
When did elves do Seed of Sacrifice?
Sorry, E9S. E9S.
Oh, for that. Yeah, we do.
Apparently, somebody was saying that that's Party Finder standard. Nah, bro. Nah.
Yeah, I don't actually know if that's any better. We just sort of did it because people wanted to, and I was like, okay.
It's better for certain reasons and worse for others.
Oh my.
Huh.
Well then. Looking at some stuff for Fate Go.
Ah. So
They're adding new characters to Fate Go in Japan.
isn't that normal? Don't they do that a lot?
Yeah. Well, they're finally adding in King Arthur's wife, Morgan.
Oh.
Yeah. The Fate lore for how Artorias and Morgan had Mordred is the funniest thing to me. But they're finally adding in Morgan.
Is canon a lesbian? Jesus.
Huh? Well, fucking a lot of characters in fucking Fate are like, you don't either choose. They don't care which either way. Especially considering the fact that in the past, people didn't care either fucking way. Especially the Romans. Especially the Romans. With the Spartans.
Have you seen the pictures of them wrestling?
Yeah, that's yeah, okay. a whole lot of male on male bonding over there and fucking. But like no, like the stupid the lore for the lore in Nasu's mind on how Artorias is a female and Morgan is also a female and how they had a child was that Merlin one day was like, you have to prove to the people that you're a man. And she was like, how do I do that? I'm going to give you a magic penis.
Wow. That's some good
I've
lore.
definitely read stuff like that before.
Here's a magic penis. Now go have a child.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. No, but they're adding in Morgan and they're adding in Gawain and Tristan of the Round Table.
King Arthur is the Mother Mary.
Yes. Gawain and Tristan, however, were already in the game as males.
Oh.
Oh, whoa. Interesting.
Now they're in the game again as not males.
Huh.
It's nice.
So, Brass and I have been doing UCOB. So that's been fun.
It's been fun, huh?
Yeah, we're almost done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually.
How many phases are there?
Well, it depends on what you count as a phase. If you count solely new targetable bosses, there are 4 phases. But Bahamut phase is very long.
Okay.
So yeah, we went from.
To be fair,
it goes.
the other two are real short.
Yeah, it goes. Twin, Nail, Quick March, Blackfire, Fell Ruin, Heaven's Fall, 10 Strike, Grand Octet, Terra Flare, and Golden.
You know what I want for Final Fantasy 14 one day?
Be 5 targetable phases. Yeah.
I want one of the expansions to just be Heaven's Fall.
Heaven's Fall?
Yeah, we had Heaven's Sword going towards heaven. Now we have Heaven's Fall, and it's like, oh god, we gotta get out. We gotta get out. We gotta get out.
I want a Heaven's Fall expansion where every player as part of MSQ has to do Heaven's Fall Trio correctly.
Oh my gosh.
Well, fucking
That'd be hilarious.
the Paglathon fucking dungeon actually had you doing fucking binding coil
so
mechanics.
Yeah, it did actually. Yeah.
It was funny. I was like, oh, look at that! They're making people look at the mechanics they made.
I mean,
Please.
having had done so much UCOB, it was like little baby UCOB. It was nice.
Like, please, we
speaking
made
of
these
mechanic,
mechanics. Please look at them.
I could not figure out the lightning mechanic of the first boss. To
Oh
save my
yeah,
life.
that was weird.
I died to that 3 times my first dungeon run through.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Felt so bad.
You know what's funny? Of watching my friends go through Shadowbringers content. They one of my friends who was going through the Heroes Gauntlet dungeon for the
Uh-huh.
first time had him and my other friend, they were in the party together. Were both going through it, and like, just like my friend who's done it multiple times and like was actually explaining mechanics to people, like dealing with the tank and the other DPS that was just dying every single time to any mechanic that came out.
Yeah.
And it was just looking at it, I was like, oh my
Mm,
god, couldn't be me. I would already left. You crazy hell.
Yeah.
I was like, oh boy.
I do remember going through Party Finder or doing the weeklies, and a lot of people dying to the final boss multiple times in that one.
Fucking
Pierce Gauntlet.
bad. It's
Oh,
fucking bad.
that I like that boss because I always tried to do like stupid stuff on Red Mage, where I would like backflip into the hole and then like
Yeah.
gap close out of it.
No, I love do it. That's a really fun fight to me, and I
Yeah.
love doing uptime stuff with that. But it's very common for people to die in that.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to screw it up.
Which is a good thing. I enjoy that. It's I don't want it to be easier.
Yes, you do. You want to be a part. You want it to be easy as hell.
Yo, speaking of,
in fact, you look at the screen every day and you're like, I want this game to be easier for everyone to play.
I don't think I've talked about this before.
In fact, you're like, man, I can't wait for the day where every single class just has one button to press.
Hang on, I'm gonna talk about that actually.
Fuck you,
Makai Hoshi and I, we went to go do Cape Westwind minimum item level.
Oh, that's yeah. I was in the party when you guys were doing that.
Did you wipe?
Oh yeah. We wiped a bunch of times.
What?
We actually had to prog it. We had to learn it. There's like an actual like a lot of mechanics. There's this one mechanic where he does a cast and then like 10 seconds later, there's a massive AoE around him, so you have to get out of that before that.
No way, I don't believe
There's ads, and the ads like mess up your tanks. To be fair, we tried to do this naked without clothes. Like we tried to take all our gear off.
Oh, okay.
But we eventually became, it was hard enough that we had to make sure we had some gear on. But
It says there are 2 mechanics. He spawns fire puddles, and
those fire puddles, which are basically insta death at that level.
And then he has an AoE around him every so often.
Yeah, and then because the ads hurt so much, we actually used repose and we put one to sleep so we could kill one.
Oh,
but no, we were breaking out the abilities. It was fun. Like we
that's crazy.
I don't think I may have forgot to mention we took our job stones off, so it was like a straight up ARR fight. It was really fun.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me. I don't. A lot of the mechanics they have for fights in like a Realm Reborn are they're fine for the time because they were bringing the game back. They were like, oh hey, we don't really know what much to do, but we're getting there, right?
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of mechanics in that. They're like in the Realm War. I'm like, why this is so bad?
There's
my
certainly
biggest gripe.
Go ahead.
Guys, my biggest gripe is just the mechanics that are the only tells for them are a timeline.
Huh.
Like
yeah.
the tank buster always comes out at 10 seconds into the fight, and then it's going to happen again like 40 seconds later or something like that. And
I I feel like the mechanics wouldn't be as bad if people just were not bad.
There's a
Because like, okay, yeah, sure, you get sprouts every once in a while, right?
yeah,
But then you also have the people where you're looking at the screen like, how did you make it this far?
yeah.
Who carried you?
Oh, yeah.
Who actually carried you and didn't lose their mind? Because oh my god, I'll kill you. I
I
will
thi-
actually track your IP address and find you.
I think there's certainly a shift in mechanic design that you can tell from Realm Reborn to like Heavensward and on.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
no, definitely.
I think that it certainly has made itself very relevant in the Unreal Trials,
Mhm.
where it feels like post Heavensward mechanics are very cast bar focused. There are exceptions,
Yeah.
of course, but it's usually the boss casts something, and then it's like a sequence of things that happen, and then you learn how to deal with those things, right? Whereas A Realm Reborn has stuff um, like Briny Mirror in Leviathan, right? Where it's
Mhm.
like, yeah, so the healers are just gonna get this debuff at one point, and it's gonna reduce their cast range every time they heal the person who has the other debuff. And
Yeah.
it's like there's a lot of just like interesting weird stuff. And it feels a little different, but I don't dislike it, to be honest.
Mhm.
Dude, I had a run. I had a run in with another tank, doing Leviathan on my old character for trying to help them out,
Yeah.
and like running in like this is why I hate other tanks. Running in there, started attacking the boss. I had my tank stance on, right?
Yeah.
Looked over but before I attacked the boss, I looked over the other tank didn't have their tank stance on. I was like, okay, cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'll tank it. It's whatever, right?
Yeah.
Tank stance is already on. Walked up to the boss, started fighting it, you know. Look over, the other tank walks up, pops tank stance, provokes. I was like, hey, you thought, and I provoked back and just proceeded to keep aggro the entire time. And then go into the second part of the fight where the head and the tail have to be tanked like by the two tanks so that the DPS aren't taking damage from the tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other tank refused to do that. I was like, fuck it. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'll sit here and keep attacking the head. And then the provoke went out again. I was like, cool, provoke. It just sat there.
This-
And like the DPS are like, why are we taking damage? What's going on? I wish the other healers would heal. And I was like, this is amazing. Fucking firefight. Hell yeah.
Petty tanks are bad. Petty tanks are the worst.
I'm petty as shit.
I was gonna say.
I'm only petty if you provoke me.
Literally.
Do not provoke me, and I will not be petty as shit. But the moment you grab my ire is when you have my full attention. Once you grab my aggro, I am tanking you.
Yeah.
I'm tanking
You
you. That's
fucking
great.
piece of actual dog shit. Like I've had it in alliance raids. I've had it in like actual doing extreme trials when like starting up the fight, and the other tank's like, oh, aggro. I'm like, no. I've had it in roulettes, just doing anything.
Yeah.
Just tanks. This expansion are just the absolute fucking worst. Because not only do they not know what the hell they're doing, but they're like, provoke me. I'm the main character now. No, don't do. Okay, go for it. And they die, and they're like, you're supposed to swap with that. No, the fuck you're not, you idiot. You just didn't pop any cooldowns. You
Yeah.
fucking dumbass.
Yeah. Look back at
Oh,
all these
fuck,
complaints we
man.
have now, and I was absolutely this player way back when I started, and it's really funny to think about. Like, I I played real bad
Yeah.
when I began the game. I got carried through stuff. I didn't pay attention to mechanics. I ran away with the stack marker, and we make fun of these people now, but it's literally me.
like the job I started off 14 playing was tank.
Yeah.
So like okay, so like the very first things I learned, because I actually went through Hall of the Novice, because I was like, what's that? And it's like, it'll teach you the game. I was like, oh, cool. And I did that, and then I was like, huh, okay, I should do all this stuff. And then like getting up to now, and like nobody wants to use Hall of Novice, nobody wants to use Guild House, nobody wants to learn how to play their job.
Yeah.
Like You look at everyone hopping on the tank because Gunbreaker came out, and it's like, yo, I just attack, and it's like, no, you got to pop cool. Oh, you did. Cool. Okay, well, God, I
Sucks.
wish Gunbreaker was so squishy, and it's like, did you pop a
That is
Did you
so.
pop a
I don't get
cooldown?
that. Why do people say that?
I do
Early,
remember them talking about that. Now I think about it.
early on in Shadowbringers,
Early
like the
Shadowbringers, yeah.
like fucking Hallminster Switch, like Gunbreaker could not do big pulls unless you were popping all of your cooldowns, because wow, you would just die. This is not just me getting like word of mouth. This is actually me leveling up Gunbreaker and being like, "What the
Huh.
fuck is going? I
No,
can't. I what? Like the very first big pull, like when you start the dungeon, like
But
I
like at
had like
endgame
a
though, it's not any different,
no,
really.
yeah, with Endgame. I guess it's just I don't know.
I,
I
I
don't I
honestly
don't know what it
think
is.
that was just the beginning of Shadowbringers in general, just because of eye level and stuff. We were all squishy. Because I remember going through Homester Switch and it was like, we're taking so long, we are so squishy.
Yeah.
And I think that was honestly by design. It's not a Gunbreaker specific thing, though.
I think I
I
just
mean,
had
it's
to leg
specific
up
to
because I
Gunbreaker
had
because
Blackest Night
Gunbreaker
on
is evil.
Dark Knight.
I
Maybe that's just it for me.
I think
Shut up,
that
you
like
elitist.
I
I'm
think that
amused.
people saw that Gunbreaker was like the DPS tank and were like, ah, so it is squishy, and it's like, no, it isn't.
And
Yeah,
it was
I don't
just a conglomeration of people saying things, and we're absolutely squishy at the beginning.
I
Of
mean, yeah, sure,
Shadowbringers. I
maybe
think
maybe like
everybody.
about
Yeah.
leveling and stuff, but like at endgame, I don't think Gunbreaker is any squishier than any other tank.
Oh
No,
no, for sure.
Gunbreaker can pop like fucking 3 different cooldowns to top other
Yeah, I mean
cooldowns for shit.
they've got camouflage, they've got nebula, they've got heart of stone, they've got heart of light, they've got bolide, they've
They've
got
got that one
rampart.
cooldown.
I use
They got that one
camouflage.
cooldown they stole from Dark Knight.
Yeah, they've got brutal shell, they've got
They've also got that.
aurora.
They also got that dot they
Shell
stole from
doesn't
Dark Knight.
count.
Brutal shell's a little
Brutal
bit.
Shell's not
It's
real.
just a tiny little shield.
Brutal Shell does less than an auto heal.
That's true.
I just want Dark Knight
Like,
next expansion to just do it.
you're just like
just
your base
be
healing that
best.
happens automatically.
Yeah.
I just want Dark Knight to be the best tank next expansion.
Well, keep wishing.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
we'll see about that.
Bard sucks.
This was the Dark Knight themed
Come
expansion.
after my job.
This was the Dark Knight theme expansion with the lowest goddamn fucking tank in the goddamn poke. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. Oh, Gunbreaker came out. Look at it. It has so much DPS and it actually has a lot of rage utility and it can heal itself. You shut the fuck. Suck my dick. Fuck you. Kill yourself. Every single one of you motherfuckers. Squall
And then
sucks.
people
Final
don't want to
Fantasy
rape
8
you
sucks.
because they
You
hate
suck.
Living Dead.
Fuck you. Oh, look at Bolide. I can shoot myself in the head and have invincibility for like, what, 8 seconds? Ooh, look at me. I'm so good. Fuck you, Gunbreaker. Fuck off. Hey, Dark Knight,
Speaking
remember
of
that?
being top
Hey,
DPS
Dark
as
Knight,
a
remember that
pugilist.
dot you had? Yeah. Well, it's mine now. Go fuck yourself. Pussies.
Speaking
That's
of
how
being
it
at the top of
is.
the aggro list as a
Shut-
pugilist in Castrum or Praetorium, it's a great day.
You're doing it. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm not. Not at all.
Put that on your resume.
My tombstone.
Here lies Brass for Ramingo. Number 3 in aggro and praise.
That's a job that shouldn't exist at this level.
So I've been working on my relic weapon, right? Because
Gross.
Oh, yeah?
I know,
Fucking
yeah.
gross.
Oh, absolutely.
Gross.
And I'm almost done with the Delubrum spam step. But God, it sucks.
Delubrum is not fun.
Delubrum is
spam
not a
at all.
bad raid, but why did they make you do it 15 times? That is absurd.
Yeah.
I'll go through the stupid relic thing one of these days, but I just don't want to do it right
Oh,
now.
I mean,
You better
absolutely.
do.
I
You
totally
got to
get
do
it.
it sooner than later. Otherwise, you're not going to get accused, my dude.
Well, they'll nerf it eventually.
It's like
You think they will?
fucking. It's
I'm
like
sure they
Eureka.
will.
I don't. It's like, I don't want. I don't want to do Eureka. Oh my god, I don't want to do
That's
it.
also valid. Yeah. I have so many. I want to do more weapons in Eureka. I still have. I don't think I finished my bard weapon. Yeah, because I was really convinced I was a Sam main at that time.
I honestly think it would be cool if they put the Bostra raids in the Alliance raid with that.
That would be really
So that no
cool.
one would ever get them.
I think like it would help fill the queues, and also I feel like they're good raids, and I don't want to see them die after this expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see Super Diablos?
What
What?
from Dunsky?
No, from fucking the what the hell is it? The
Oh,
boss
Dalradia?
raids. Yeah,
I haven't done that one yet.
Super Diablos.
I haven't actually been into Zadnor yet.
I want
Because
I want next expansion then for them to bring back Skaha, and I'll be like, yeah.
yeah, because I was wanted to get to the point in my relic where I could progress it in Zadnor before I went to Zadnor, and
Brass knows what
unfortunately
I'm talking
that just
about.
means
Ain't that right,
hard
Brass?
Lubrum.
The fact that you assume I do is concerning because I don't.
Did you not do Dunsky?
I did Dunsky.
You know Skaha, man.
Barely.
Yeah,
The Shadow Queen.
I did have
the Shadow Queen with
redacted.
the big butt.
I did
Come
have
on.
a
Hey,
mod.
I pay attention when I need to
redacted
pay attention,
I
right?
know.
to apply that gear on any person who's great.
The Skaha outfit?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
You people need help.
Listen,
Send any?
no.
Oh, I guess we're gonna stay stuck.
We're gonna stay like this no
We're
matter
gonna
what you want.
need help for forever.
Nothing will stop me. Nothing will stop me, homie. Nothing will stop me. Until one day I get until one day I get married and my wife is like, stop. I'm like, all right.
That's what'll finally do it.
Yeah. it'll be my significant other being like, stop or you sleep on the couch. I'm like, all right, fine. Fuck it. And I'll do it in quiet when no one can see me.
Before you get a significant other that also sims for Skata.
Yo, he's right.
Skata.
Skatataha.
Skataha.
Uruska.
Ratata.
Yeah, there you go. Comey doesn't understand because he doesn't know about the rap music.
What?
That's not
How-
even.
and
Was
how
that rap
funny.
music?
That
I don't
was
even
that was,
understand.
that was some wannabe rapper on someone's radio show one day that was like, I'm gonna lay down these sick bars real quick, and it was just and it's like, yeah,
I'm
man,
not even talking about. I'm talking about the other dude.
what other dude?
There's a dude. I think he was just like in a mirror or something, and then he's like pointing at the gun. He's like, ratata. And then there's, of course, the other guy you're talking about, the skibbity pop pop.
And
1
there's
plus
also-
1 is 2. Minus 3, that's 4 quick maths, or something like that. 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3 quick maths.
Or there's 50 Tyson. I'm 50
I don't
Tyson.
even know, man.
I'm a rapper. I'm best.
Skibbity pop pop.
This year I'm 14. Next year I'll be 15. Yeah. What? Remix.
Oh, that's such a yikes. Oh, I love it. Jesus.
50 Tyson.
Dude, I mean, in their defense, rapping takes some talent. That takes some practice and effort.
Rapping takes actual talent that is actually learning the English language. If you do
I
not
don't know many
if-
rappers, but
if you do not know the English language or cannot read past I don't know, a fucking 5th grade reading level, you will not succeed in the rap game. You also need to be somewhat musically inclined, which means that you can't just sit there and be like, yo, this beat is fire, and it's just fucking like 2 different beats going off at the same exact time, overshadowing each other to the point
That's
where you're
always-
like, what is going on?
Yeah.
What is this?
that's always the worst for me. Is like when people like put in effort for like a poop post and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and they sing out of key. It's like you ruined it.
Mhm.
Could have been such a good joke.
My favorite is always the ones where they're like where they're like, someone's like, yo, check out my fucking my fucking album, right? Check out my
Yeah, yeah.
mixtape. And then fucking you listen to their fucking mixtape and you can tell all the fucking beats were made in Bandcamp.
Yeah, everybody's
It's
got to
not-
start somewhere, I guess.
It's not even. They didn't actually even pay for Bandcamp. It's always like a fucking pirated version of Bandcamp they got from somebody
Dude,
who was like, "Yo, dog,
Bandcamp is just free on Apple. On
Is
Apple,
it?
on iMac. Yeah.
Is it now free?"
Or it used to be. I don't know if it is now, but
Because
back when I was
shit was hilarious.
in college, and they're like, okay, go do Bandcamp. You got to go use the Macs in the computer lounge, whatever. Or if you have a Mac, you can use it. And like I was looking for how to get Bandcamp on PC. And first off, of course, it's not on PC, and second off, it's free on Mac. But
Ew, Mac.
yeah, people like it. I don't. I'm not. I like PC. PC
I was
Master Race.
looking at a video the other day. Someone was like, "People play Final Fantasy 14 on Mac? The fuck?"
Do they?
They do.
Why?
Yeah. I mean, it's available.
It shouldn't
It's one
be.
of its platforms.
Funny.
14 shouldn't be available on PS5.
14 shouldn't be available.
Yeah, no one should play it.
I don't think anyone should
Let's
play Final
boycott.
Fantasy 14.
No one should play it anymore.
Nah.
We'll turn off the servers
wait.
and we'll just listen to Soken's music.
Are we all gonna go back to playing? Okay, no matter of fact, are we all just gonna go start playing fucking World of Warcraft? Is
I
that
was
what you want?
thinking we'd play Webkins.
Yo, wait.
Ooh, I
Yo,
think
we
that,
should.
man.
Yo, we should play Trickster.
You guys want to make a
Trickster?
Webkin static?
Webkin static?
Fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
What? Huh?
We can do the Wheel of WoW together.
The Wheel of WoW?
Yeah.
Bro, this is insane to me.
Or we can play that snowboarding polar bear game. No, it's
Yo,
a
we should
sled.
all,
there was-
yo, we should all make a community in Neopets.
Oh yeah.
I
Neopets
thought the
Guild.
snowboarding thing was Club Penguin.
Well,
Isn't
Club
Club
Penguin
Penguin
had that,
dead?
but yeah, well, technically.
Yeah, I never actually got to play either of those.
It is dead or it isn't
That
dead?
is. There's like a fan place where you can play it, I think.
I played Neopets, I played
Are all the
Horse,
restrictions in place?
and I played on
I don't know.
Lego.com.
I miss Lego Universe.
I would love if like a community brought it back and they were just like, all right, bet here all the restrictions are still in place, and it's just like, yeah, where all the white penguins at and getting kicked.
Oh no. Yeah, all the moderation is still there.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the speedruns? Like the
Yeah.
CFX
Yes.
band right towards the end of it?
Yep.
Oh, those are so good.
Those are funny.
I'm like, I don't know.
Internet's wild.
We should,
man.
we should all just make a community in Neopets. And then go
Did
back
they-
to Gaia Online.
Gaia Online.
And then play the song the fucking mini game RPG thing they had.
Let's play Call of Duty. Let's all play Call of Duty together.
No.
Let's go play.
I have never
Let's go play
played
Call of Duty. Shoot 'em up.
Not once.
Let's go play Black Ops.
I
Let's
played
play
Black
Zombie.
Ops. I played
Black
Black
Ops is
Ops 1 and I enjoyed myself, and I was like, all right, cool, and we're gonna go back to this fucking series. As you know, hold on. I played Modern Warfare 3. That was the first like WoW. I didn't get that fucking WoW. That was the first Call of Duty game I ever got into, and I was like, oh, this is fun. And I played Survival a lot.
I heard that's the good one. I've never played it myself.
I've heard that Modern Warfare 2 is the good one, and that
Oh, I don't know.
everyone complained about Modern Warfare 3. And I was like, I don't care. I'm just that, but I don't give. I
Never
don't fucking care.
I only played the Black Ops ones because they had zombies, and that's all we played when I was a kid.
I played the Black Ops because they had Dead Man's Hand, and I love pissing people off. Oh, look at that! You shot me down. Oh, not dead. Oh no! Look, you're dead too. Oh, damn, your kill streak.
That's the
And
one
I
where
just-
you drop a grenade, right?
It's the one where fucking you get downed, and like you can just press the button to just shoot off all the C4 you have strapped to your body.
Oh.
So like, so like they shoot you down. They run like right on top of you and just click. And it's like, oh, well, there went your kill streak. And then everyone's like, you fucking goddamn pussy. I'm like, yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to hear.
Call of Duty is one of
His
the
community
best
is
games.
cancerous.
Actually, no, I take that back. I love Rocket League for playing with salty people. Rocket League, I don't understand why it is, but I love the salty people in Rocket League. They're so entertaining to me.
Salty
Thought I had
people in
played.
League of Legends is like a whole
That's
nother level of
everyone.
like what the
Yeah, no,
fuck.
it's not.
Like fucking
Honestly,
like I tried playing League a couple of times because I was like, oh, this character looks cool, this character looks cool too, and then like my friends were like, a couple of friends were like really into it. They're like, hey, you should play, you should learn how to play, right? And just like me as a completely new player, like we queued into something. I think it was like a norms game or something like that, and like I had the other guy because it was four of us. It was me and my three other friends, and like we queued in and we had one random, and the other fucking dude was just going off about like, wow, this Tristana player is trash. Wow, this dude's fucking awful. What the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is he do? Oh my god, and like pinging me nonstop, and I was like, wow, thanks for pointing out the fact that I'm brand new. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. They're like,
I've
fuck
said it
you, you
before,
suck, and
and
I was
I'll
like,
say
yeah,
it
man, all
again.
right, cool.
I have never. I actually have to take this back. I've only heard one person in my life play League and have fun.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Well, from my perception, having fun. I like everybody I ever hear playing League was like they're having the worst time of their life, except for Hoshi. Hoshi is the only one
Yeah.
that I've ever heard that sounds
Hoshi
like he's
just
having
like
a decent amount.
doesn't care, and then
Yeah,
like legit, I hear Kelly, I hear Tay, I hear fucking Dulce, I hear Felix going off, and like I go on my
they
other
sound like they're having
Discord.
the worst time of their life.
Yeah. They're like, wow, they're so fucking sweaty. And then I go over to my other fucking Discord and I hear the exact same fucking thing. I'm like, why the fuck is everyone still playing this fucking game?
Yeah,
If it's that bad. I don't get
they're
it. I don't find this game fun. And they're just
not
like
allowed
they're
to
going
play it.
like, man.
They keep doing it. I'm not gonna stop them, but
Yeah.
Like one of
from
my
an
friends
outside perspective,
like one of my friends, she's like, I'm not gonna play WoW. I'm not gonna play League anymore. I'm gonna fucking play Final Fantasy 14. It'll keep my attention. And just like she's and like the like a new patch note or come out or so a new character will come out and it's like, oh my god, she's so cute or blah blah blah. The new patch notes this and that. Wow, this is trash. Oh my fucking god, this is stupid as shit. And then like fucking, I'm like, why do you look at anything that comes out of League? And she's like, oh,
I
fucking to spend money on it. I'm like, what? Jesus
I think
Christ.
it's like crazy just the amount of hatred and anger that comes out of the community.
There's
Uh,
so much.
it's pretty crazy. I mean, similar things with Dota, right? And so I was interested in this, and I was taking a writing course that was about video games, and so I was interested if there was some commonality between these games that made them so conducive to toxic behavior. So what I did in the paper that I wrote was basically the conclusion that I came to is that there's a combination of factors, but part of it is that it's a game that is where in order to win you have to cooperate as a team, right? But most of the things that you are doing are very individual in a MOBA,
Hmm.
right? Where
Mhm.
the players who are uh, the biggest impact, right, biggest game impact players normally are, at least this is how it works in Dota, right? It's people who are farming, right? They spend the game getting gold and items and stuff, and that's something that mostly they're doing by themselves, you know. And unfortunately, though, when they come out of this farming phase and transition into the part of the game where they have to start beating the enemy team, if the rest of their team has not kept up with that, or if they haven't helped their team enough to support them through that phase, then they feel like their effort is wasted and that it's entirely their team's fault. And so another part of it is that like you can't see your teammates for a lot of the time, right? Because you have
Mhm.
your camera situated on, I mean, you can put it wherever you want, but there's a limited field of view, right? Where you have Final Fantasy 14, you can see what everybody's doing and you can have more confidence that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Um, so it's like a team focused game that is very the main reward comes from your individual actions, and I think that creates sort of a conflict that drives a lot of toxicity.
Hmm. I was there one time when they were playing League. Not killing others, but like somebody like my friends, they were playing League and like someone was doing something and they were laughing about it, right?
Yeah.
Like someone was doing something stupid. And like one of the other guys pinged him and like was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "I don't know, man." And they kind of went back and forth for like a second. And I don't know where the guy was like, "What race are you?"
Oh my
Jeez,
god.
oh my gosh.
It was just like
That is not cool.
I was like, if you answer, he's going to find the racial slur he can call you right
Yeah,
now. I
uh-huh.
guarantee it.
He has the dictionary open. He's ready to go.
He's waiting.
We're
He's
the
ready to go.
worst.
What's I gonna say? Yeah, it's I think part of it is that, I mean, imagine like if you were raiding, right? And
Mhm.
the raid wasn't going well. Like you were on the verge of wiping, right?
I died a
Except
living dead. I'm like,
instead of just jumping
come to
off,
rescue.
instead of just jumping off and resetting, you go 40 more minutes against that raid boss. That's
God.
what League of Legends is like.
Dude,
Because when things
all this
go
here-
wrong, it's just they keep going wrong, and you can't change that. Because
We're
you're
hating on
stuck
League
with your
of
team.
Legends a lot.
I no hate. I'm just
Counterpoint.
saying that's how it is.
No. Counterpoint. They made a competitive League of Legends VTuber, and I am unfortunately into it.
Oh god.
Jesus.
They'll get you with anything.
I've
Dude.
never
They could make a
I've never
like a
watched them play
professional
League.
painting watch paint dry VTuber, and you'd be all over it.
I would. That would be great. That'd be amazing.
I
It's
like
one of my
stuff.
favorite streams of all time from like a real streamer. They did a paint drying stream.
Man.
Sounds amazing.
Unfortunately, folks, I need to head out for my dinner. So
Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess we'll just call it here. Next time we meet up, it will be return to form. We'll actually be discussing something,
cool.
and we'll be in my new place.
We can talk
Nice.
about VTubers.
Okay.
There's a big one happening. There's a VTuber. She's retiring,
Oh,
and it's like shaking up the VTuber community. It's kind of sad. Well, very sad.
damn.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd like to, I can do some research, but I know almost nothing about VTubers.
You don't have to. Don't worry about it. Unless Zero says we're going to, then you have to.
Okay. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
See ya. Thanks.
Actually,
Huh?
so
Leave. Go. Get out
Oh,
of here.
okay. Bye. Thanks for watching. See you later.